Hi everybody, it's Diane back with the Little 70s book. Diane, what's with the yarn? Well, that's a good question. Do you like that? I could trim it even or shorter or trim it off. And I can't decide. So we're going to take a poll. And what it is I did some macrame and I intend to put macrame, spell it out. I haven't got that far. And I did do a granny square I mentioned. That's just glued in. This is sewn across, which I couldn't quite get the machine in on the end. Those ends are glued. But it's just a simple square knot, and then this is a half square knot is why it twists. It's yarn too, it's not macrame cording. Okay, so that's why that's there. I mean, I could cut it off even with the page so you don't see it at all. Or I could just do the top. Let me know what you think. Anyway, and I put that here in between the signatures for bulk purposes. So this is where we are. And owls came to mind. Those were very big in the 70s. So we have, this stuff is current, out of Current magazine. But they're kind of cool, kind of cute. And then I have a bunch of scrapbook paper. I also have a couple washi tapes, if I remember that. So I was kind of thinking of just putting a bunch of owls on there with no real composition, but we'll see. I would cut these out better. And I'm hitting my hair on the camera. Come on, book, let's lay a little flatter for me, huh? It's actually starting to get a little bulky already. It was a page of owl stuff, but the other ones I didn't think could be construed as 70s owls. Those I thought kind of could be. And these two I thought looked a little more like the colors, at least. Well, this one's fine. Take this one because it's here. I have owl stuff in my house. It's from the 70s, some trivets and some macrame owls, which I actually made myself, one of them. Oh, I also have a plaster one, like a plaster plaque that I bought that was at a garage sale, and it was painted kind of ugly. So I repainted it. And then these, well, I think blue and orange would be good. I don't have any owl, like, figurines or anything. Clank. All right, would clips work? Okay. And what about the background? Actually, it's not terrible if you wanted to just leave it as is. I don't really like it. Alright, I'm not thrilled with that arrangement, but just to get an idea, maybe we should just paint the background. What color? I don't know. Orange is not going to let stuff show up. I could do a blue as sort of a, complement. Yeah, that might work. Although these are more turquoisey blue. such as that. That might be kind of fun. All right, I know I've been on for 3 minutes. I'm going to pause and fussy cut these in paint. And if we don't like the paint, we can always paper over it. Okay, hang on. Okay, folks, it's painted. And I didn't even have to mix the color. I had that. I mean, this is okay. I did add a couple more of these owls. It was a little sparse. I don't know. I'm not thrilled. It needs a border. It needs, I did think of my washi tape. I don't know. I don't think this one goes. I don't think the style goes. This one. I mean, it's okay. But me thinks if I'm going to do some sort of border, that's not going to look right. And if this wasn't in a book, I might just do a sewing, stitching border. So let's grab some washi. Narrow stuff. And even at that, so there's a border, is that it? I don't know. Well, do we want something contrasting? That's fine. All right, let's put that around the bottom at least. I also thought about that yarn. I could separate it. Would that be better? No, it would look like it's old. I don't know. Hitting the camera again. Boy, I don't know. Who has more problems than me? Okay. Is it crooked? I think so, yeah. Okay, let's put that over here. And then, do we want this on the top? And put something different on the sides. Can we line this up? That's not too bad. Okay. By the way, because this is so important, I don't know if it was the last one, but I mentioned this was crooked. So step one, I went around with a Sharpie, made it straight. I think I'm going to do a border or something. That'll be step two. I guess step one was gluing it crookedly in the first place, right? All right, let's just put that on top as long as this looks nice. And we're supposed to get more rain today because there hasn't been enough this June. Come here. But yeah, you might see this in July even. I'm not sure now. I'm finally back to being ahead in my videos. Isn't that thrilling? Come on, scooch it down a little. You know, yeah, you're right, Dad. Nobody has problems like you do. I mean, getting washi tape in a book be this hard? She had to pause and speed it up and put music to it because it took so long to get washi tape in. Yeah, you could have done this off camera, Diane. All the stuff you do off camera. Okay, is that anywhere near the realms of straight? It's straight, but it's not in line with that one. Okay. So, what about the sides? And do we even want here? Or just on the outer edges? And I'm just throwing these on to get an idea. Well, definitely on the outside edges. Let's do something different. Oh, I don't know. Some stars, color stars. Well, that's sort of fun. Let's do that just because I can. And owls are out at night, right, with the stars. It's like, what is it? The stars shine bright something deep in the heart of Texas. Are there owls in Texas? I don't know. I've never been there. Yeah, I get enough heat and humidity up here. I don't need to go seeking it out. Okay, I'm gonna have to title this the washi tape video. That'd get a lot of views, huh? Of course, I don't know. Maybe I'd be surprised. Yeah, that macrame is not helping this book lay flat. All right, I don't know, but something like that. Well, I don't know. It's cool. You know, is that fine? I don't want to busy up the background because there's a lot of patterns here. I could add a tree branch. You know what? Let me just cut. Okay, just some dark, maybe just a really stupid looking line thing, and just see if I cut a branch, what would that look like? Yeah, actually, I think that's sort of helpful, don't you think? I don't know, Diane, your hands are in the way. I think that would add. Okay. Alright, I'm going to pause and let the thrill of that washi tape segment wear off. I don't know, maybe I'll just use this. And cut some branches and glue down the owls, and I guess that'll be it. So hang on just a minute. Okay, gang, this is finished in my opinion. So I cut magazine paper to make the branches. You could certainly paint it. I sort of like this look because it's stylized like the owls in my opinion. You could paint it to look like that too, but you could maybe add some leaves. I felt that's tipping into too busy, so I didn't want to try it. These two owls, I decided they didn't look quite right with the white around the edges because none of the other ones did, so I cut it off. So all the ones where I trimmed off the feet because there's just no way. I drew them back in with a gel pen here and there. Okay. It's cool. It's neat. And let me know what you think about this yarn. Okay, thanks everybody. I hope you have a nice day out there.